Hey Cancer, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here to do your January 2020 monthly reading. We're using Universal Weight Tarot for your message. I encourage you as always to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. Definitely check out the special announcement video. All of it's linked for you at the end of this one. We're doing a love wave of manifestation on the community tab here at Angel Soul. So that's in the special announcement video. Check it out and join us. All right. We are also, for this month, doing my version of the Celtic Cross. It's altered just a bit, tailored to the way that I read tarot. So let's jump in. Your first card, your central theme, is the now. What's unfolding in the now? And you have Judgment. Opportunities that are coming around for you again. I feel a touch of the Wheel of Fortune on this card when I look at it. Typically I would draw 2 more cards for this one. However, I'm going to hold off doing that. I want to see what's going on around it. And we're going to come back to this one because it's kind of a loaded card. So let's get to the next card, which is in support of the now. This is energy that is supportive of your unfolding now moment. Oh, nice. And you have the 7 of Wands. All right. Okay. So there's an opportunity before you, and it's an opportunity of change. Hence the Judgment card. It comes as a mixed blessing to you, though. Seeing the 7 of Wands here. Let's take a note on the highlights for the 7 of Wands. First, 7s are about heaven touching earth. That all happens in your own heart space. So what's unfolding is what you choose, emphasis on choose, to make of it. The Judgment card is presenting you an opportunity for change. And it's an opportunity, my feeling, intuitively, that you prayed for. However, it's not come exactly the way you had hoped it would, and there's some bittersweet mixed in with it, which is leaving you feeling a touch defensive. The 7 of Wands is also a card about taking the high road, and my feeling is that even though what's presenting for you in an opportunity for change doesn't look or perhaps even feel the way you thought it might, there's an energy of strength and fortitude on that 7. So it's asking you to dig in and hang in there. Ride this out, because the feeling is it's worth the effort. Whatever effort is woven into this. My feeling is it's an effort you did not anticipate, and it surprises you. And there's just a touch of bitterness on it. And it's up to you to turn that into something sweet, and it's worth the effort. Let's see what comes next. This is the Foundation card, and you have, yeah, look at that, indecision, sort of, two of Swords. Okay, rest assured, Cancer. Other opportunities will come along. Other opportunities will present, and as they do, you will continue to improve your circumstances. And the 2 of Swords is a card about making a decision. Right now, it seems or feels as though the decisions that you are making are sort of slow in their process. So the circumstances you find yourself in now do not look or feel the way you thought they might. And more opportunity is flowing your way, and as you make choices in direct relationship to your happiness, your joy, you will continue to improve your circumstances. You are not going to see evidence exactly of that happening in the now. You have to simply trust that you are doing the very best that you can with what you have. And that in itself is going to gain momentum for you and present more and more opportunity. And each time the opportunity rises, You're going to have to choose in the highest vibration of your happiness. That momentum will catch, and that momentum will gain, and that's what will continue to flow. So you can have appreciation and gratitude for where you are in this moment, even if it does not look or feel the way you thought it might, but you can instead see where you are as a launch pad for where you're growing and flowing to. Ooh. So the Seven of Wands is a wonderful card for you to engage your strength with your ego voice, because the ego is going to likely get involved here. That's why you see 6 other wands pointing at you. It's your ego. So you can feel a little bit defensive about that. However, if you continue to take the high road there, and you continue to make choice and decision that is in heart harmony with your intention for the dream you have for your life, you ease this way for yourself. You make things a little bit easier for yourself. Gosh, it was hard to even get that out, which is indicative of how hard this situation may be feeling for you at this time. Remember, what you feel is temporary. It's not permanent. It's ever changing. So you keep leaning into your joy and your happiness no matter what you're staring at, because what you're staring at is a contribution toward each new launch pad, bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your dream. With the Two of Swords here in the foundation, you, Cancer, could be feeling somewhat vulnerable, and I have a sense that you could be feeling some doubt about your manifestation ability. The Two of Swords is a card of impasse. We have reached a fork in the road, and there is an emotional tenderness and an emotional vulnerability. The blindfold is there to suggest we sort of shut out the static in the environment and go deep within. And you may need to do that to see your way through your current circumstances. Oh, this is awful. I don't even want to say this, but my guides are telling me you find yourself in a situation where yeah, that saying, like, you can't put lipstick on a pig and assume it's going to look any better. That's the feeling that is wrapped up in this. Sorry for that metaphor, but that came right from my guides. What they're getting at is you can polish it all up and you can make it look at its best, but it's still not what you were dreaming for. And the gem, the nugget in this, is that it is an integral part of the journey that you are on as you co-create with the divine all it is to bring the dream you have for your life awake. So stay strong, Cancer. Get out the lipstick and, polish it all up the very best you can. Have appreciation and gratitude for whatever situation you find yourself in, and know that in some way it is a launch pad. You will, in hindsight, reflect upon this time with great joy. Sorry, lipstick on a pig. That just gets me. All right, your next card is about recent influences. Look at this. So see, if right now you look in your hindsight, you will see that where you are now is better than where you once were. The Five of Pentacles is a bit of a challenging card, and it speaks to some kind of weariness in our spirit and the sanctuary that is offered for us to recover from that weariness. The question that is often asked when we see this card is, why don't these two people go into the sanctuary? There's food, there's shelter, there's warmth, needs can be met, wounds can be tended and mended, right? Why would they not go in? Why are they still out there in the cold? And it's because beyond the doors of that sanctuary is some kind of conformity that we cannot reconcile. It comes at a high price. So while your circumstances may not reflect your ideal at this time, Your circumstances are better than surrendering to a conformity that is completely out of harmony with the dream you have for your life. So this situation in these cards here starts to look way better than stepping into a sanctuary that comes with a conformity that goes against your, let's say, your values, your moral compass. To say yes to that is to surrender your authenticity, which is not something you can reconcile. So this is a definite stick with it type of message over here, because if you look back in your hindsight, you can see where you have stepped into sanctuary, where you have surrendered your authenticity, your personal power, your inner truth for something that you thought was going to pay better reward forward and didn't. So that lipstick on the pig starts to look a whole lot better, doesn't it? At least you're in your authenticity, your personal power, and your truth. Your circumstances may not be exactly ideal or the way you're dreaming for them in this moment. That is changing, though. And it may be changing just by degrees. And it may look as though it's moving at a snail's pace. It's still happening, because you're continuing to choose your joy and your happiness. And that, as I said, gains momentum for you. Your next card is the Alchemy of Now. This is what's currently changing for you. Well, if ever there was a card that was changing, good. This one's it. And you know, what I feel here when I look at this Nine of Swords is you've had many sleepless nights. And during those sleepless nights, you've questioned your decisions. Have I done the right thing? Did I make the right choice? You know, the evidence that is before me now looks and feels as though I didn't. The silver lining on the Nine of Swords is that if she would only take her hands away from her eyes, she would see that a new day is about to dawn. She would have a new vision. You know, there's bright color in this blanket. There's usually a bird of some kind on the Nine of Swords near an open window. I know we're not seeing that exactly on this card, but the message is there in that things are changing. A new day does dawn, and that comes in the Ten of Swords, which is the next card up from the Nine. So you are closer than you think to the change that you're dreaming for. You are being asked on that 7 to hang in there, stick with it, be strong. Don't give up now. And do notice that the Two of Swords, the eyes are blindfolded. The Nine of Swords, the eyes are covered. So there's something that you don't see. And if you have been following along and watching the daily messages, you'll know that we've been getting a message for almost 3 weeks now that there's something that we don't see coming that's loaded with surprise and delight. It's a gift. It's a blessing on offer to us from the divine all that is. It's the way that the universe puts its special flair and blessing on our dreams and manifestations. So we don't necessarily see what that is. That's why it is so deeply important for you to keep going. And that's what's kept you awake at night on that 9. And this is a card of alchemy in the reading. This is changing. This is about to release and let go. It may move you right into the Ten of Swords, which, you know, hallelujah, thank you. That's the end of a phase. It's the fallen master. But that master comes with really valuable life lessons. And, you know, they've been learned the hard way. So now they are ingrained as a part of your personality. You will never travel again without those lessons. You'll take that as experience, life experience, which will help you continue to choose your happiness. Beautiful. Rather than surrendering your happiness somewhere else in a place where there is less value. Okay, next card. This is the energy atmosphere of the month for you. Perfect. Okay. The cards continue to confirm themselves as we go along. So within the energy atmosphere, you now have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is the blessing that comes from not accepting the sanctuary offered on the 5. Excellent. The Eight of Pentacles, it's movement. You're moving on. And again, it may be slow movement. It may be difficult for you to see, witness the evidence that is beginning to appear in your environment. But the 8 is, all 8s in tarot are movement. So energy is shifting beneath your feet. And this is a card of keep doing what you're doing because it's working. And not only is it working, you are gaining amazing self-mastery here. So stick with it. The next card is the potential challenge within the energy atmosphere. And you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Okay. This is a card of, I'm going to say, impetuousness. At this, the way your other cards are flowing in the reading, there is a desire to make real change. And when you're feeling what you're feeling over here in this part of the reading, that Knight of Wands looks really enticing. You want to hop on that horse with him and ride the wave of passion that's there. And knights are messengers between cards, so take him as a messenger rather than an opportunity to escape what you're seeing, feeling over here. Remember, this is temporary, and remember that this is changing, and it's gaining momentum in the direction of your long-term fulfillment and happiness. So, you know, one quick little ride in what you think is going to be freedom and what you think could be pulling this dream across a finish line, so to speak, is not necessarily so. It looks a little bit too good to be true, so mind that message there. You have to come back to your heart space. Ask yourself if this brings you closer to or further from. When you have this Knight of Wands moment, now he's going to come onto the scene. This could be a situation, a circumstance, a person will come onto the scene for you. And remember that this is in your potential challenge position. And it will look good, it will sound good, it will feel good, but it may not have roots. And what you're doing over here is building a root system. And those roots are going nice and deep so that you have a stable foundation going forward. You've all been through it. You've all had the Tower moments. You've all had the Three of Swords moments. You've all stepped into the sanctuary more than once, and it's created a Nine of Swords situation for you. You are being invited to not repeat that cycle again. So you're going to break the cycle. And the enticement is the Knight of Wands type of experience. It's passion, it's fire, it's fun, it's freedom, it's all this stuff. But it too is temporary. I know, right? Okay, potential outcome. Look at that. See, this is why you hang in there. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, because a new door opens, a new portal, a new gateway for you to step across is offered as a divine and cosmic gift from the universe. This is exactly what is showing up in the daily message for about 3 weeks now. And this is exactly what I'm talking about over here. You stick with this. You have gratitude and appreciation for this. You do the work, because that's what's going to give you the nice deep roots in your foundation to create what it is you're holding in your heart space, which is in development, which is on offer to you in the Ace of Pentacles. You're about to be handed resources of some sort that you are able to energetically invest in your dream, your goal. So mind the flash in the pan type of experiences that are all shiny bright and look like. Okay, the battery just expired there. So what I was saying was, mind these flash in the pan type of energies that are, you know, they look like a quick way out of what you're seeing, feeling, experiencing over here in this part of the reading, and hang in there for, do the work for what's coming on that Ace of Pentacles. Remember, divine and cosmic gift from the universe. This is how the universe adds to the dream that we have, that we are witnessing come into fulfillment at this time. All right, let's do a couple of oracle cards. I have the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed here. If I pull the pig spirit out of this, I'm just going to crack up. I'll pull the card right in front of you so you know that I'm not making that happen. Okay, Spirit Animal for Cancer for the month of January. We get, ooh, you get Crow. Co-create with Spirit. You're doing it. You are doing it. That's the whole message over here. This is not a time to give up, throw in the towel, or quit. 8 of Pentacles. You keep going. You've already advanced from the 5 to the 8. The 8 is close to the 10, which is long-term happiness and fulfillment. So, call on Crow Spirit to assist you in your co-creation with the divine all that is. Next card comes from Angels and Ancestors. What do the angels and ancestors wish to share with Cancer for January? Oracle. Wait for important information. I say allow your intuitive gifts to continue to inform you. Beautiful card. Listen to your intuition. That's going to be a steady, consistent, positive voice. The voice of your ego is going to show up all flashy and shiny and pushy. All right. That's how you tell the difference. Next oracle card, last one, comes from Sacred Traveler Oracle. How is Cancer traveling through the month of January? There's your card. It's the one underneath this. Okay. You have Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward. Yeah. You continue to, the cards continue to confirm for you to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. It is working for you. You're almost through these sleepless nights where you wonder and worry or fret perhaps about the decisions you've made thus far because they really don't look the way you thought they would. Hang in there, stick with it. It's worth it. So, consult your inner oracle. Consult your angels and your ancestors. Consult Crow Spirit this month and continue on the path that you find your feet on at this time. It will pay reward that's really fulfilling. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Again, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take the whole month to watch those. It gives you a great picture of what's unfolding in the energy atmosphere. So that'll give you more information on what's going on in the theater of your 8 of Pentacles. Oh, I like that. That was fancy. All right. Also, check out the special announcement video. Come manifest with us. Yeah, you know what? You want to move some of this along? Visit the community tab and come benefit from the love wave we got going on over there. That can only add to the momentum that you're building for the dream you have for your life. Please like, share, subscribe, leave comments if you are guided, and definitely join us for the daily messages. Bye for now. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.